All right, guys. So I said I was going to cover this in another video, so here it is. I want to keep it shorter, but we need to form a general boycott of streaming services for about 3 months is what we need to do. That means everybody cancels all their streaming services. Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, all of it. You cancel all your streaming services. This also needs to include Prime as well, and Prime will be one of those things that's kind of an unrelated victim, but still is because it's looped in, but also the Prime service has gotten horrible. And we need to list our demands. Is what we need to do. Essentially, we're looking for primarily no ads in the streaming services. Unless it's free. Unless they're offering a free tier and you're not paying for the service at all, then there should be ads in the free service, but not the paid. No level of paid should have ads in any of these. Secondarily, we need to be boycotting the stream services so these companies will get the idea that we want physical media. I have no problem spending money. I've talked about this before. I have no problem spending money when it's convenient and available for me. I'm the customer. I should have that right. What that means is if I don't have the money to buy a movie, but I want to watch it, I'll pay for streaming services. If I don't have the availability to get on streaming services, I'll go buy it if I really want to see it, or I'll go to the theater. But don't charge me for a service, run ads, and then I don't get to keep the media. This is in response to multiple things that have happened. More recently here, the Funimation Crunchyroll stuff. If you don't know what that is, go look back. I posted a video about that already. But no, and there should be physical release for everything. It should be a requirement that there is a physical release for all. If these companies want to claim that they're overproducing, then make shorter runs. It's not that hard. It really isn't. These companies have complete control over media print. They can set their own prices, essentially. A while back, years ago, I believe it was put that the cost to produce a DVD for a company like Disney, we'll use them as an example, because they produce so much, I think it was like $1 per DVD it cost them. And then they're charging 24, 25, 26 bucks for a copy of a movie. So no, physical media still needs to be a thing, and that should be something that is happening. That's the other demand. Because as I've said before, there are shows I like Amazon Prime, and Amazon's not making DVDs for these or Blu-rays for them. The Boys, for example, you can only get into season 2. Past that, there's nothing. What if I want that show after they're done with it and it's not going to be available anymore? They're leaving consumers no choice but to go to the high seas to preserve content because it will be gone. It's really ridiculous. Or even worse is like The Man in the High Castle. Let's say you like that show. Well, you can watch, I think, up to 6 seasons if you get the DVD copies and some are on Blu-ray, but anything they produce beyond that, they're not making physical media for anymore. Not that I'm aware of at this point anyway. Also, this is creating a void where pirated goods are being sold in open marketplaces, both Amazon and on eBay. There are Korean copies being sold that are poor quality from what the reviews are saying, and they're not great at all. No special features. Menu navigation isn't a thing. They're really cut rate, but they're charging full amounts for them. So the solution here isn't to get rid of those copies, because that's not going to happen in the past. The solution is for these companies to sell legitimate copies. Because when a customer gets burned by buying an illegitimate copy of something, they'll go buy the actual. They'll get that. They'll see it. But no, we need physical media. So we need to form some kind of general boycott against all of the streaming services. My only fear is it's not going to work because there's too many people that are loyalists to these companies that will be just like, I'll do what I want. I'll spend my money on. I've already seen that in gaming. A lot of games have microtransactions built in, and when people try to say like, hey, please stop buying the microtransactions, it's ruining games, then you get these people like, I do what I want. I'll buy what I want. And it's like they don't get it. And then they complain after the fact when a game is completely ruined of how it's just not fair. And it's like, we tried to tell you, but you didn't want to listen because you were just being an anti-whatever. So we need to do something, though. I don't know how. I don't have the following to influence this at all. But if you could like, share, move this video around and get more attention on it, we need to cancel streaming services. We need to stop this from happening. It's right now I'm not, because there's no point if I'm just doing it. But if we can organize a general date and get a lot of people to do this, it'd be great. We need to do something like a petition, but instead of sending to the company, we just need to do a kind of sign up, and maybe there's a word for it I'm missing, but a sign up that says I'm canceling my services effective this date and will resume services maybe at this date, so companies can know that, you know, hey, 5% of your subscriber base is going to yank the cord. They're not going to pay anymore. And then, you know, take care of that. As far as Prime, I've already moved my subscription to a monthly, and I'm on the verge of canceling that. I'm not getting the shipping benefit anymore, but that's another topic, another time. What do you guys think? Is there a better way to go about this? How do you think we should handle this?